And now I am going to Ferocious Strike. Plus 9 is 25, 28 versus AC.
He is, before you hit him, he had taken 43 damage, and he was bloodied at 22.
Sweet.
So you get to describe it.
Oh, I am also going to inflict what I call the Black Wrath of Hell, or really what the game calls the Black Wrath of Hell. And I'm going to add another die 10 to my damage. 9.
Excellent. I do want you to describe this death. I want to
So basically, what I do is I drop my shield, take both hands on the flail, and just plant my heels into the dirt and swing as hard as I possibly can at his neck. Just the blunt force of this pushes his brain kind of to the very forefront of his face, and so his face bulges out. You see gray matter coming out of his eyes and mouth. His eyes bulge, and it just streaks down the tree.
Down the tree. Things touching heart trees are intense too, so that's going to be felt.
Definitely.
I know you need to sleep, but I do want to describe things happening at the heart tree really fast.
Sure, go for it.
You see ahead of you a tiefling.
Interesting.
In Hamadryad... Go ahead.
Is it something that I recognize?
You immediately recognize it, not by sight, but by the way... Oh, it's only a particular part of your mind that's been exercised is exercised when you're looking at it.
Okay.
At heart trees for Hamadryads, often they can manifest not as they're physically bound to a thing, but they're not really. Hamadryads are a creature that are not what they are physically. They are the embodiment of the will of a living forest or tree, specifically. And their shell, the corporeal form, is not very intuitively who they are in their soul. If you are at a heart tree, this thing can represent itself however it sees itself at that moment.
Interesting. That's awesome.
Yes. There's streaks of blood, human blood, on it. There's also a lot of fire about it. It's smiling at you, beaming.
Awesome. Now I have all of this fire.
You hear...
Let's see. Actually, it probably wouldn't last that long because it's just alcohol. So, I mean, we've only gone through maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds of play. So...
It's in a forest. There's fire in a forest. In the heart of a forest.
So, I'm trying to think.
I'm
going to, as quickly as I can, start upturning dirt, grass, whatever, and start kicking out this fire. And realizing this was probably not a good time to get theatrical.
There's a tail that wraps around your hand, trying to stop you as you do so. It's the tail of a tiefling. You hear in your mind as it touches you that she wants her tree to burn. But if she just takes a part of it and you fasten it into an amulet because she can't physically touch it, then you will be able to have her not be bound to this particular place. And it will be enough for her to not live an immortal lifespan as the daughter of Melora, a life that she's recently found an adventure she doesn't want, but enough for her to venture into the wide world in one human lifespan or so as a free and unbound adventurer. And she rather likes fire right now, and she's intoxicated with the idea of you burning down her heart tree.
Okay. What I do is this. I take 2 small two of the smaller limbs, I guess. Let's see. So I'm looking for branches that might only be maybe 2 inches in diameter. And I'm just going to whack off one of those branches. And then I'm going to take my knife and, like, in the middle of the fire, I don't care if it engulfs me or whatever, because I have like 1,000 resistances right now. And I'm just going to chop like 2 small discs. And I'm going to go over to the fire with my knife and I'm going to heat it. And I'm going to write Kilana plus Kim BFF in both of them. So I have 2 matching ones, and I'm going to put one in my coat, or not in my coat pocket, in my backpack pocket with my little book that I keep notes in.
Yeah.
And then I've got the other one that's for her amulet.
Excellent. You get the sense that with what you have created for yourself as a magical artifact, you can summon Kilana as a companion player character anytime Sam is free. You have her character sheet, I'll give it to you. And
Cool.
that she can be with you to adventure with always. So you've gained
Sweet.
an adherent, a devotee, a follower, and a friend.
Awesome. Goal. So, I don't know, I kind of felt like, it was, if the character was going to make Kim such a big part of her life and of her religion, it only made sense, like, if the ultimate goal is to become a god,
Yeah.
I mean, you dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Yeah. I think that if ever Kim has a lot of adventuring ahead of her, and she's got to get from here to deity level, and that's a big road. But if she ever doesn't see herself as being that deity, I think it's pretty clear that she can see that through Kalana's eyes now, if she needs to.
Yeah.
And have that as a source of strength, maybe. Because you not only have that from Kalana, you have that from Samuel as well, Veronica, and that's just a manifestation of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I love all the entertainment you give me, and I have such an enrapturous time anytime I play with you or listen to your podcast or anything. You're really good at this.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm so glad you had the dragon to the heart tree, because I did not have a plan for that. But this confrontation at the end is what needed to happen, and you made it happen really dramatically.
That is my forte, I suppose.
You looked sad when it looked like Kalana was despondent. I looked like there was an emotional response. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, did I freaking fuck up? Like, I'm trying not to metagame, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I know for sure that if X happens, then I can do this, but I'm like, I have to wait for this NRP before I can even think about thinking about it, so yeah. Yeah.
I don't think she always.
That was fun.
I don't think she always knows where you're going with things, and that's very painful to her. But a part of your passion is what really draws her to you in the first place. So I mean, like, she feels the better for it. I think, even though it was really hard for her to go through that. Or the tree bled when you cut off the parts of it. By the way. But anyway, that's not important.
Oh, right on. Now I kind of think, like, going forward, I was like, okay, well, if she knows the spell to make the thing, I was like, it's kind of poetic for her to have this, like, death, for her religion or whatever. It was totally great. So.
Yeah, you're burning down the tree of the daughter of the goddess of Melora.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Fuck. I love the last third, the last part especially. It was very dramatic.
Yes. So now I'm going to have to make BFF coins for everyone else that that becomes my follower.
Yeah. Not all followers will adventure with you one session, DM for you the next, and have written through. I don't know.
Yes.
So you don't need everyone to be your BFF.
Not everyone.
I mean, for Christ's sake, I've got a Cthulhu tentacle, and I'm a Patreon. I mean, come on.
That's true. Very true.
Not that I'm Kalana.
I'm gonna have to. Well, not that I'm Kim.
I better let you
All right.
sleep.
Well,
But thanks again, V.
yes. Thank you so much for doing this. It was amazing.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.